Hidden within the game files for Spongebob Saves Today is this absolute nightmare. Let's dive deeper into the mystery. Since my last video on the topic, there have been a few more leads and discoveries surrounding Yummer. If you didn't already know, that comes from the file name t_tmp Yummer. In no specific order, let's talk about some of the most recent findings for this dude, all thanks to the Discord channel working together. First of all, we know a bit more about the character's origin. Looking at him directly, he's a 3D model with a few different 2D parts placed right onto him. Was it made from scratch by someone behind Spongebob Saves the Day, or was it created through already existing assets online? It's looking like the second option is true. By searching for eye popping on Google, there are some really creepy things, but you'd come across this image. Compare it to Yummer's eyes over here below the Krusty Krab, and there's a direct match. The realistic mouth also comes across as unsettling, but it's still taken from another stock image online. A Google search for permanent teeth will lead to this, which, like the eyes, is completely identical. By zooming into the Yummer face, he has ears hidden on the sides. They're also just normal stock images. So you might be wondering what all of this tells us when his various components are taken from online. Well, because they were cropped out of already existing images, that means whoever put Yummer together was very intentionally doing so. As for the reason why, that's an ongoing question we don't have the answer for. Another discovery comes from within the game's code. By looking at the author here, you'll notice that 7.2 is the company behind Spongebob Saves the Day. They also have this section on their website dedicated to games for other fictional properties, including The Loud House and another SpongeBob one. Contacting the devs hasn't led to answers, but that hasn't stopped people from digging into the code to see if there's any other instances of Yummer. The exact face may not appear in these other games, but there is a file called tmp_t_yum in Lights Out. It looks like that's not a direct connection to this face, but it does show a pattern in file names. Now there's been a bit more talk about Yummer's actual role within Spongebob Saves the Day, if he was meant to have any at all. While he was previously thought to not actually show up, there might still be a way for him to be summoned, but nobody knows right now. Also, what's worth mentioning about Yummer is that he appears in the Krusty Krab sprite sheet, meaning the place he'd appear is the same exact room. Because of his hands, it's only natural that he would be peeking from behind something. What makes the most sense is if he grabs onto one of the poles and stares out at the player. Not only that, but in another sprite sheet, you can only see his hands. This would suggest that if he actually made it into SpongeBob Saves the Day, then he would have a brief animation of grabbing the pole with his hands and then popping out to show his face. That's terrifying. So with the new information out there, what's the current progress on solving the Yummer mystery? Sadly, the Discord has mostly hit a roadblock. There's not a whole lot of details out there, especially when we're dealing with a sprite never meant to be seen by the public eye. The answer for this thing's existence may actually be simple, but we won't know for sure until there are more leads. Do you have any theories for what Yummer really is? Or why he shows up in a sprite sheet for Spongebob Saves the Day? Let's hear your predictions down in the comments, cause I'm kinda curious. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.